Okay, Abby and I are working on making our homemade lip gloss, and so we're just gonna film this whole process and probably edit a lot of it out. Step one is always to have gloves. We disinfected our workspace here. We just get these gloves from Amazon. And yeah, so we're just gonna get started. We're doing a very small batch because we're working on a color match for our nude Boba tea lip gloss, which we're so excited to be putting the Boba tea lip glosses into our shop, into Sweetie's shop. So we're just gonna kind of film here and yeah, so here we go. All right, so I don't want to put too much of this in here at the beginning because I don't
We're
want
only
to
having enough to fit this.
well, we're just doing a little sample for color matching purposes. So all of our lip gloss is cruelty-free, vegan, organic, non-GMO, paraben-free, all those things. So it's very healthy and good for you. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of our base in here. I think that's good for now. Now, normally we would make a much larger batch than this, but because we are just simply trying to get a color right, we don't want to make too much. And we're only doing, we do small batches so that everything stays fresh. That way you don't get lip gloss that was made a year ago. So to make our creamy bases for this, we start with a clear base, which you can see just looks like that. And you could just work with this clear base if you wanted like a sparkle or whatever, but we actually want a matte finish, so we're adding white to it. And I think we only need to add like a drop or two of this, Abs, but we'll see. There's Bradley, as usual. Ooh. Okay, so I am just gonna put, that should be plenty. All right, why don't you stir that in?
Right.
Let's see what happens with that. We may decide we need more, but we're gonna start with that. And since we're doing this color, my dog, our dog, Calvin thinks that anytime that we have eaten dinner that it is his job to lick a plate. Okay, so now we're going to add, I may have put too much white, Abby. Go ahead and stir that in, and let's start with that. So this is TKB roasted chestnut, and it's already kind of a matte color. Okay, so that's beautiful. My question is, do you like it? Is it too pink, or do you like?
No, I think it's perfect, honestly. It matches the
Yeah,
color.
I agree. All right. So do we want to make it any darker, or do we just want to leave it with that?
I mean, probably lighter for the ones in there, but this one's perfect.
Okay. So there is, it's kind of hard to see the actual color, but there is the color. And you can kind of see, well, not really, you can't see, but it's similar. I feel like maybe it's a little too pink, but we're gonna play with it and see. Okay, so we don't have any scent or flavor in this yet, so we're going to make this a flavor. What flavor would you like, Abby? Let's look through our flavors and see.
Well,
Any of these up here. It could be a vanilla ice cream. It could be, we can't do chocolate because chocolate is only water soluble. And this has oil in it. You could do coconut. You could do, I thought that there was coffee, but there may not be coffee.
Maybe like cherry, peach, or raspberry, one of them.
A cherry, peach, or raspberry. Well, this is more nude.
So
I feel like the pink one could be, I mean, we could do maybe peach.
maybe like that, or you think honey would go with it, or maybe vanilla ice cream.
Any of those. What flavor do you think?
I'm not sure.
Because we can always do a batch of this flavor, and then we can always do another batch of a different flavor, same color. Or when we add our mystery flavors, then we could pick any of those, and you get those. So, what do you think? Which one?
Let's just go with the vanilla ice cream for now.
Okay. All right. Let me open this package. Maybe. Should have opened this ahead of time. I should have put Calvin upstairs in bed. That's where you should be. What?
I said he's interested in
No, I should probably be on this side with you. That would make the most sense. Come down here so you're in the view. Here, you come here. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we're going to add vanilla ice cream. It should say on it. So that's coconut. There's lots of smells coming out of this little.
Yeah, I can. Maybe it's in row. Like here, wait, put it. No, it's in the front bag.
So these are non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free. They misspelled it. It says diary-free. No diaries were written while making these flavorings. Sugar-free and vegan. Let me look on the bottom. No, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. No, they're not done according to. All right, so let's see. Wow, this is overpowering. You found it?
Yeah.
Is that vanilla?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't think this will color it?
Well, if it does, then okay. So shake it up. This is the first time we've used this type of flavoring, so make sure you close the plug after use. Do not drink it directly out of the bottle.
Oh yeah.
And store it in a cool, dry place. Okay, so go ahead and open. And probably we're just gonna do like 2 drops. So just very carefully.
I don't know if that's one of the squeeze ones or not.
Probably.
Wait. Better
Just don't squeeze too hard. Here it comes. 1, 2. Okay. Lid back on. Stir that. And then we are going to stir that up, and then we're going to add the that's the flavor and the color. That's all we needed, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So if we wanted to make this more brown, so I'll show you guys.
That smells good.
Does it? Let me smell. Oh, that does smell good. So if you want to know, these are the flavorings we use, which they're edible flavorings and they're water and oil soluble. You'll notice on the back it tells you which ones are water and oil soluble and which ones are only water soluble, because the lip gloss base has coconut oil, vitamin E, those types of things in it. Then obviously it has oils. And so you don't want to use the water soluble ones, but these can be used for cooking as well. And that's why they have the water soluble ones in there. The colors we use, like I said, these are TKB. There's also another color set that we have that is mica. And it comes in this cute little package. Now you do not have to get this many that we did because we wanted all the colors. So like this is a brown mica. And you can see right there, that's the brand. Like I told you guys, I'm going to be completely transparent on all of this stuff so that you know exactly how we do it. And obviously you can buy any of this in our shop. But if you're also wanting to make it for yourself, be our guest. So anyway, so these are mica. So they're going to have a little shimmer to them, but I believe, and we're going to have to experiment with this because this is the first time we're doing the matte lip gloss. I believe that because we're doing the matte with the white, that the sparkle won't really show, but we're not going to do that with this first batch because we're playing around a little bit. So, all right, so we've added our color, we've added our scent. You can't smell it, it's not smell-o-vision, but it smells like a vanilla ice cream or something. All right, so our next step is this. Now you know we are making Boba tea lip gloss. Now we got several different sizes of little beads that will go in the bottom, and these are all sterilized already and ready to use. And so Abs, do we want to use the bigger ones? Do we want to use the smaller ones?
You should try the bigger ones.
And do the bigger ones? Okay. So these are not edible. So that's the only thing. So like if you're doing this, you know, just a warning for kids under 3 that might eat something. You're only going to put just a few down in here, but they're definitely not edible. And these come from, there's a shop on Etsy that I purchased them from. And I'll have to link that up in the comments where I get them from. But I buy them in bulk so that we get a little bit better deal on them. Just to cut down our costs on the front end in making them. All right, so I'm gonna lay this to the side on our plastic so that it doesn't get dirty. And then Abs, what do you think? How many?
Maybe like, if you were to do this, like just like a small amount. In the
Maybe
middle.
like 5 of them?
Yeah, probably.
Stick those in there and see. You'll have to do like probably one at a time.
Alright.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, and I still
Here.
missed.
Okay, I think I might have missed too. Okay.
They're very sticky.
Oh dear. Okay, so we have our little boba beads down inside of here, and they have static. There's static cling that's really funny. It's like sticking to the side of our jar. Look at it. It's like a magic trick. Look at it. It's like, can you see it? It's like crawling up the side of the jar. They're like floating in there. Okay. Anyway, all right. Next step. Syringes. As you can see, these are all brand new, sanitized, ready to use. It's important to use sterile stuff because there's not a lot of regulations when it comes to making makeup from home, but it's most certainly your responsibility to make sure that you are using sterile things. So this is disposable syringe, and you can get these also on Amazon. There's lots of different people that sell them. These are 20 milliliters. And I believe these are 10 milliliters, but they might be 8. So, yeah, okay, so here we go. All right, so it comes with a little cap on it. You're gonna pop that cap off. And do you wanna do this or do you want me to?
You can. I'm just trying to get the stuff off of here.
Okay. So we are going to, since we didn't make very much, it is gonna be a little bit difficult to suck it up. It's like whenever you do a, when you do a syringe, well, I say that, I used to live on a farm, and so we would have to do syringes full of medication, like for the animals and stuff. And there's a certain way you do it, and there's a certain way you don't do it. So, okay, Abby, we may not have made enough to actually do this. So let's see here. All right. So we're going to do a little bit more. And we have this great little squeegee thingy here. And what we can do with this is actually kind of move those boba beads around in the bottom so that you can actually see them in the edge of the lip gloss, because you want to see those little beads. You don't want them to be hidden inside. You want them to be visible. So Abby, what do you think? Do you think we should add more boba beads in there before we put more?
Maybe a little bit.
I agree. So let's, you know what, let's add the second size. Let's add a few more of this. Okay, grab them. They're all going bouncing everywhere. Obviously, if they hit the floor, do not grab them. Our dog continuing to whine back there.
Calvin, there's no food, buddy.
Okay. So, now the problem with adding them later on is the fact that they're definitely going to float a little bit. But, okay, so you can see there's your little boba beads in your boba lip gloss. And now we are going to, I don't think suck anything up, so I'm just gonna lay this to the side. No, he wants the food. He's literally drooling, staring at cheese and crackers.
Oh, I forgot you had that up there.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side. Oh, there's another bead down inside of there, Abbie. Okay, so note to self, making small batches makes it very difficult to actually get the right amount. Now the beauty of the base that we use is that it does not have to be, it's already pre-mixed. It is ready to use. You don't have to heat it. You do not have to mix anything with it. It already has the preservatives in it. All the things that make making your own lip gloss difficult, this takes that out of the process. Okay, we put too much. I put too much. Too much. All right, so, and you don't want to overfill it because you have to have room to put your cap in, and you don't want it to overflow. You have to have room for your cap, and you have to have room for this, which is also going to take up space. So I'm actually gonna, I think, pull a little bit of this back out, Abs. Okay, we're gonna try that. So it's basically filled to about here on the container. And as you can see the little bubble tea beads here. And again, you play around with those because you put them in first, and then you're just gonna kind of want to use this little guy to make sure that they are visible, just like they would be in a cup of boba tea. Abbie, what is your favorite boba tea that you drink?
I mean, there's this one kind I got once. Mm-hmm. It has like it's like a red slushy. There's a slushy boba tea and like normal like actual tea. Okay. But I like the slushy kind with I think it's cherry flavored, and then it has like apple boba beads.
Okay. Apple boba beads.
Yeah.
So do you chew the boba beads? Do you chew the boba beads?
Yeah.
You don't just swallow them whole, you actually chew them.
You can swallow them whole, but they're kind of like little bubbles of water. So once you bite into it, it like splats out. So it's kind of like a skin layer, and then once you bite into it, okay, it like splats out with a lot of juice, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so there we go.
Did you already put one of these in?
Yep. So we put, and now it's not wanting to close. That's fun. Okay, that came back out. Try that again. There we go. Okay. Abbie, that color turned out basically perfect. So there it is. Our little boba tea vanilla cream. Sorry, it is vanilla cream. Vanilla ice cream boba tea lip gloss. I love it.
It's really so cute. I like how the beads are just popped out.
I do too. All right, do you want
to significantly like too much?
Yeah. Do you want to try? This can be your sample.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let's see what it looks like on your lips. If I got too much, too much, then you can go back in and take some off if you need to.
Yeah, there's a little bit on the edge, which I don't want to.
On the edge of.
Like here.
Oh.
Or like, I don't know. It's fine.
Obviously, we're not selling this one. This is a sample for Abbie.
No, we're just going to give it to you. Just, you know.
Put it on. Let's see. Oh, I love it.
I'm not the best at using lipstick without knowing that I'm putting on.
It's hard to put on lip gloss, too, if your lips aren't, like, perfectly... Like, my lips are chapped right now, so I would need to put some chapstick on before I put lip gloss on.
Does that, like, spread around here?
Here. Hold still. No, it's fine. It's your duck lips that are cracking me up right now. do this with your, okay, there you go.
Where?
Nothing, you're good. Okay, so so what we did after we finished putting all of the lip gloss in there, then you put one of these little capper thingies in there, which just helps, like whenever it gives you something to wipe it on, right? Whenever you're getting your lip gloss in and out. And then I also got too much, and I have on no makeup, and I'm looking lovely.
Oh, lovely. Definitely.
Yeah,
It's
but
really pretty, though.
it is really pretty. I like it a lot. I want to play around a little bit more. With what we have left, I want to put a little bit of the brown in here.
Yeah.
And see if we can make it any more. But I mean, I think the color is almost perfect. Don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, so cute. Look at it.
Too pink. But
I did too. I love it though. All right, so that is how we make our bubble tea lip gloss. These sell for, is it 10 each, I believe? I think these are 10 each in our shop. I'll double check that. They're either 10 or 12, but I think they're 10. Yeah, so let me do a quick recap. So this is the base that we use. This is the, it says glass base. I don't know why they call it glass base instead of gloss base, but it's the TKB glass base. Flexigel, that's important. The Flexigel is the kind that is ready to wear, which means it does not need all the preservatives and everything. And it is vegan, gluten-free, and cruelty-free. You can see it right there on there, and it's made in the USA. So there are all kinds of videos out there on how to make your own base, but for simplicity's sake, as a mom of 5, having multiple businesses, this being one of them, then simplicity is the key for us. So that's our base. This is the white, which the white also comes in these smaller containers, and these colors also come in these bigger containers, but a little goes a really long way. As you saw when we were making it, it took like tiny little drops of this, and literally like what, 2 drops of this color. This will last us forever or until it expires. And then the same with this, like all of these little flavors. So I think the biggest thing, you have a little bit of upfront expense with this, but not a lot, honestly. I mean, it's not terribly expensive, especially if you're buying in bulk. We have a ton of these guys, and obviously you see all of these packages of little stoppers are for all of the bottles we have. So we have a lot of those. And then the beads. The beads, I think, were the hardest thing to find, and figuring out which size we liked. I definitely like the bigger beads best, but I think you can work with the smaller beads that are open. Okay, help me find the ones that are on the counter, Abbie, that we can put back in. Oh my goodness. It's never dull around here, you guys. Okay, and then there's the static cling. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Okay, and now it's just to fall off.
And I mean, the other thing that's key in making your own lip gloss is just making sure you disinfect your surfaces. I will show you guys what I use. I actually started using this disinfectant because I'm so much about being clean and organic. Sticking to the little bottle. Let me grab, where's my spray? And I will link this up for you guys too. But it's called Force of Nature. And you guys, so at the beginning of the pandemic, when everybody went out and bought all the toilet paper and bought all the Lysol and the Clorox wipes and everything, there was literally nothing to clean your house with. So you were stuck with what you had. I found this company, and it comes with a little, you buy a kit, right, to start with. And you get this little container, and it's electric. You plug it in, so you put water in it, and then you get these little capsules. It's literally just vinegar and water, distilled water, I think. And then you put your regular water in it, you plug it in, you turn it on, and there's some sort of a chemical reaction, I guess, that happens in the water as it heats up or circulates or whatever in the little machine, and turns it into a cleaner that kills 99.9% of all the things. It's as effective as using Lysol, but it's completely healthy. You can spray this on your fruits and vegetables, let it sit for a minute, and then wash them off, and totally edible. If you have babies, like pacifiers, things like that, you can clean them off with this. So this has been like my go-to. One bottle like this lasts it's good for 2 weeks at a time. So like if you haven't used a bottle in 2 weeks, which we use more than one bottle every 2 weeks because it's for windows, it's like Windex. It's disinfectant. We literally use it for everything, all the counters, everything. So I'll link this up in the description as well. I'm gonna keep this going for just a second because I am gonna show, we're gonna add a little bit of this brown just to see what it does to this pink color. So,
Is it always nice?
I don't know that there's anything really left in there. So I'm just gonna do this, Abbie. Okay. All right, you stir. And I don't even know if that was enough. I like literally barely shook that. I don't know if you guys could tell. And I don't really think that did hardly anything. So I'm gonna stop stirring for just a second. Okay, stir that. I added quite a bit of brown there. I just wanted to see.
Definitely adds like
It adds a little shimmer to it.
Yeah.
Which is why you want to get these matte colors for your basics, because the white is still not going to completely get rid of the shimmer. And I think to get the color you want, you would want to start with adding this mica color first and then adding your white, because I think that I have way too much white and pink in here for that brown to even show. Like it literally just shows a little glitter, which for our, I don't know, what do you think?
I mean, I can definitely see the brown here. Wait, yeah.
I mean, it definitely made it a little browner, but I still think I like this color better, right?
I think if we're gonna do that brown color, we gotta do white and then that, not any of the pink.
Yeah.
Or maybe a hint of pink and then a lot of the shimmer stuff.
Yeah. Should we is this enough to put into a container or no?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Let me go see. Calvin. Trying to see if I should do it in. See, like this pink matches this, so this would really work for either one.
Yeah.
I'll put in one of these brown ones. Okay, so we're gonna put. I'm gonna do some of these teeny tiny little beads. Here, will you hold this so that it doesn't go spilling everywhere? Let me get just a few more. Okay, so we did that. And now the big thing is
Should I zip it up?
yes, definitely zip it up. Okay.
Two escaped.
Two escaped.
See, I tried to collect them easily.
Those
but
little
they
boogers
off.
they just go and go, don't they? All right, so we're gonna see if we can add this in, and then you guys can kind of make your decision what you think about the different colors. I am not hating this color now that I see it. I feel like that pink color would look better with this lid, and that possibly this browner color would be better with that. Yeah, this is just not sucking up very well, so we're gonna have to figure out a different way to do. And I think if we had more in here, it would suck up better. All right, let's see what we can do here.
Don't know if that's gonna be enough.
Well, I think there's enough in the jar. I think that we just.
I mean, we can try spinning it out and then like sucking it out from the spoon.
Maybe.
So then we have more in one spot and it's not just all scattered.
Yeah.
around.
Why don't you scoop it up with the spoon from here, and I'll try to put in. This is so much fun. Okay.
It's like baking batter.
This is not messy process, so just be forewarned. I'm gonna wash this really fast so that I can use it on the correct color. which I wasn't thinking I'm going to need to use soap on it because it has oil.
Yeah.
And it's just
There's still quite a lot right here in the spoon.
in the spoon.
Yeah.
Okay. I just was gonna go ahead and stir the beads in real quick. That was my point with this.
Yeah.
Before we I just don't want to add any water to the mixture because that'll mess up the gloss.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that this was completely. Okay, so now we put the beads in there at the beginning. Now we use the littler beads in this one, but you can see them, you know, just by doing a quick little stir at the bottom there. It's completely visible again. My hands are wet now with soap. Okay, let me dry my hands. I may need to put some fresh gloves on. Okay, here we go. All right, let's try to suck this up. Oh yeah, Abbie, that was a good idea. Much better. And if you do not like how sticky a base is, you can always add a little bit of vitamin E or coconut oil to it. Where did I end up with that? Oh, I brought in both colors.
Oh.
I was like, what in the world? Where did that come from? And again, you just want to make sure that you do not overfill it.
Is that good?
Yep, that's good. And I don't ever put my finger, even though I'm using gloves, I never put it inside, even though it's super tempting because I would love to like clean all of that out, but I'm not going to do that. And I don't have my napkins over here right now. Abbie, are your hands somewhat clean? Can you get one of the plugs? So again, this has all the little boba beads in the bottom of it. And we're going to pop this into place and kind of wipe those edges.
Cleaner than the last one.
Way cleaner. Okay,
I think we
so
the last one.
Has the little lid in there, and then we're gonna put, and you just have to kind of like slowly work this in because there are, like this is how you work out the air bubbles, and I honestly should have done this a second time before I put that plug in because this kind of helps work out the air bubbles, and it makes it a lot easier to get this in there. But if you just kind of like stir it as you go down, it will get those bubbles out for you and keep it from shooting back off the top, which could easily do. And then you just are going to screw that into place and you are good to go. So this one definitely has a little bit more brown tint to it.
Yeah, I can see that.
So we added that brown on this one on the right to give it just that little bit more of a coffee color. I still do like the larger boba beads, but I don't think that the small ones look bad. What are your thoughts? Like the bigger ones better?
Yeah, it just spreads it out more instead of being cramped at the bottom.
I agree.
Yeah.
But still super cute. So that's the process. So you got to see us do two different things. So this pinkish one was just using the chestnut, and the more brown toned one, nude tone, was using the chestnut and then a little bit of the brown mica powder mixed in with it to give it a little bit more brown tone. So that's the process. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll be back with something new for you soon.